How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video for you guys. Doing another video for reaction time. Focusing on, honestly, a random video from the Actaman that I wanted to look at. The video on the docket for today, or at least for this video, is the funniest game nobody's played. Armed and Dangerous. I've heard about this game through another series of videos, but never actually played it. So I'm kind of curious about this, I'm assuming review of the game, as well as the game itself, like just context, because again, I've heard it's supposed to be really, really freaking hilarious. So let's go ahead and get right into this. What is going on? Is that how we're starting? What's that? Why are there sheep dancing and flying?
Okay, so you probably have several questions.
I do. Yeah.
Yes, this is an actual video game.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
No, it wasn't made by a group of 8-year-olds. It was published.
It feels like
by
it.
LucasArts.
Oh.
Out of all the video games I've ever played, owned, rented, or heard about, there is one title that for the last 15 years has been the most bizarre, obscure, and hilarious of them all.
Okay.
I'm talking about Armed and Dangerous for the original Xbox.
Oh, wow. Oh, that looks... This actually looks really freaking... What?
When I say obscure, I mean it.
Hold on. Don't think I didn't see that. Were their bodies just ragdolling behind the character you're playing as? Okay. I mean, honestly, it looks cool. For, like, I'm assuming, like, Xbox, like, an older game, it looks really cool.
This is all the information on its Wikipedia page. The team...
Hold on. I want to go back to that. I want to go back to that. So, Armed and Dangerous is a third-person shooter action game. The camera hovering behind Roman, the player character, at all times. The game is played mostly on foot, with most levels incorporating usable gun emplacements. Although there are some base defense levels where the player is inside a movable gun turret mounted on rails on top of a defensive wall. These levels are played in first person. Playable weaponry and equipment in Armed and Dangerous is a mix of shooter staples, including bolt action and sniper rifle, submachine gun, rocket launcher, but also more unusual fare like the land shark gun. I want to check that out. Which fires into the ground a rapidly maturing infant land shark, a creature that swims through the earth, seeking out and devouring enemies. Other unusual devices include a miniature black hole, a gas grenade that turns enemies into each other, a device that temporarily reverses gravity, causing enemies to fall into the sky and literally turning the world upside down before the device shuts down, returning gravity to normal and returning affected enemies to Earth, killing them by the fall. Apart from weaponry, some of the later levels equipped the player with a jetpack, allowing flight over moderate distances. And looking at the top, it says Armed and Dangerous is a 2003 video game created by Planet Moon Studios and released by LucasArts. It's a third-person action-adventure shooter which parodies both other games and several other media such as Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Using numerous in-game dialogue and cutscenes, the game features known actors and voice actors such as Brian George as the main hero Ronan, Jeff Bennett John Mariano and Pat Fraley as the sidekick Jonesy, Rexus and Q, respectively, and Tom J as villain King Forge. Or no, Tony J. Tony J is awesome. Tony J has a really awesome voice. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right back to this.
Is all the information on its Wikipedia page. The team that...
Okay, it says Q&A. In the past, Q&A Planet Moon stated that the Xbox was their leading development platform and the PC was given second chair. Not that I am complaining, but what was the reasoning behind concentrating on the Xbox platform first? The answer, I was going to give you a pat wise ass answer, but this is kind of interesting if you're into the wonky details of game making. The way schedules work out, you need to finish a console game at least 2 to 3 months before it hits store shelves, as it will go through a lengthy certification process by the console manufacturer. Since we're a team of only 10 guys, we literally had to focus first on the system that finished first. Now we're putting all of our energy into the PC, and the game is looking very nice and high resolution for the time.
That made it consisted of 10 people, and the studio itself, well, you all know Planet Moon Studios, right?
No.
Known for their renowned hits such as Smarty Pants for the Wii.
Don't know that.
Battle of the Bands.
Don't know that.
Brain Quest Grades 3 and 4.
I don't know what that
And
is.
the all-time slapper Brain Quests Grade 5 and 6.
Okay.
So the studio is virtually unknown.
I don't know it.
Their history of games unremarkable, and they shut down operation in 2011. I could also not find a single video on YouTube on or about this game with over 100,000 views. It had 5 reviews on Metacritic in the last 13 years. I'm not just saying this to be a hipster, because the truth is, I love this game. So you know what I thought? I'm done keeping this secret. I'm gonna share this blessing with the rest of you. Strap yourselves in, because we're going for a ride. But before we get into Armed and Dangerous, war.
Oh, is this an ad?
War never changes. I was there, you know.
It's
on
an ad.
Omaha Beach. I commanded tanks. I sent men to their deaths.
Okay.
I remember it all. We tried to build defenses, but they couldn't hold. After the sound of gunfire and the ringing stopped.
Come on, man. Tell us what the ad is.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Let me tell you something. No man, no general wants to hear those words. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to install Warpath. You must finish what I started.
Okay.
Don't you see? It's a World War II RTS game for mobile devices. Using the link on screen, you'll not only support the channel, but gain special rewards. Warpath delivers an authentic World War II experience. I know because I was there. With high-quality models for all the weapons, tanks, and units. Experience the classic battles of the past, as I did, in the PvE mode. Even the terrain is made to match the feel and landscapes of these historic locations. Maximize your actions per minute by giving units individual tactics.
I'm sure this is probably not the actual gameplay, but come on.
With detailed and clean presentation. And no, it's not pay to win. You can't win wars with money, only strategy. So what are you waiting for, soldier? Your mommy to tuck you in? Download Warpath for free using the link on screen and in the description. And now,
I just realized I could have just skipped
Armed
that.
and Dangerous.
Let the sound of my voice.
What's with the
calm
animations?
you, for you are home now.
Now,
Wait. What did he say? Let the sound of my voice calm your nerves because you're home now. Is that what he said?
Let the sound of my voice calm your nerves, for you are home now.
Oh my gosh, that the delivery of that line it's kind of hilarious. Let the sound of my voice calm your nerves, for you are home now.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Holy God.
Why is there an
these
Elvis?
cutscenes look disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, ew. What is that? Are those teeth? I've seen better animation and lip syncing from Hunt Down the Freeman.
You fucked up my face.
Okay, I need to do a reaction of the Pyrocynical video. I think it was Pyrocynical. I can't remember who it was, but somebody went through. For those who don't remember this is a thing. This was kind of a spin-off, a fan-made spin-off of Half-Life, where it got a variety of different content creators to take part to do voice acting, and the final product in of itself is a broken mess. So all in all, it is not the best thing, but it's supposed to be the story between Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. So, yeah, there's that.
It's a trap!
Literally, the characters' mouths are just flaps that move up and down. But trust me, underneath all its terrifying graphics and technical problems is a game worth experiencing. So it starts out with a description of the Book of Rule, an ancient artifact with tremendous power, capable of leveling cities and turning its inhabitants into trees. 3 people are walking through a blizzard. These are the Lionhearts, a group of wanted thieves who set out to find Rexus, a blind seer, and pull the ultimate heist to steal the Book of Rule from the evil King Forge. Now, the manual, yeah, games used to have those back in the...
Do you guys remember, like, I feel old. Does anybody remember the manuals in games? I certainly do. My gosh. Especially, like, if you forget something, you can quickly, like, take a look. And it seems like nowadays, you can go into a game, and it will show you everything you need to know. Almost everything.
Day. But unless you read this, you are not going to have any context or explanation for anything.
Okay.
And it's also completely nonsensical.
Right, that's enough.
It's basically a parody satire of various action and fantasy
tropes.
Did
they kill the lady in the lake?
It's very Monty Python-esque in its humor. The first cutscene establishes our characters. Roman's the leader, the straight man, Jonesy, an irritable, impatient mole with a Scottish accent, Hugh, the debonair tea-drinking robot, and Rexus, an oddball old man who struggles with his sexuality. No, I'm not making that up.
What? Oh, God.
What the are you doing? Wait!
Give me another chance. It's been a long time since I kissed a man. I can do better.
Good on him.
So the crew comes to Rexus, who can unlock the Book of Rules power, but they're followed by the King's men, and Rexus tries to outsmart the soldiers. His plan is foolproof.
I'll handle this. They won't recognize me at all.
I could be wrong here, but I'd say only one of us looks like an old blind man.
I have my glass eyes. They'll never know that Rexus and I are one and the same.
We are here for the blind man Rexus. Step forward now, and we will spare the rest of you. His eyes. There's something strange about them. Old man, if you can see so well, go and fetch me that glass of water from the table.
Oh. The bagpipes. Is that bagpipe? Yeah. The music. Oh, man. There we go, bagpipes.
Oh, damn bastard.
Your water, sir.
I want to use that. I want to use that for a line for a video. Yo, water, sir.
Oh, these animations, man.
Your water, sir.
If you don't laugh at least once in the first 5 minutes, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, dude, I'm not even playing the game, and I'm freaking loving it. I'm loving this.
Based on a true story. And you can tell,
BS.
if there's one thing Armed and Dangerous does right, it's the comedy.
And kill the Lionhearts. Ah, 2 birds with 1 stone. Are you a moron?
The people, not birds.
The
At
people,
first
not
glance, it
birds.
seems like a standard third-person shooter, and while it is, there are some things Armed and Dangerous does that makes it really unique.
Okay.
You start with a simple rifle, but within a few minutes you arrive at a pub, and it's here that you get the greatest machine gun in video game history. This thing comes with a whopping 100-round clip, and it cuts down enemies like a samurai. So there you are, running along, shooting guys, and then all of a sudden you decide to use this thing and... Have you ever seen a piece of equipment in a game that turns the goddamn screen upside down? Now, I want to make it clear, Armed and Dangerous has several flaws. One of the biggest, I'd say, is the cutscenes and gameplay aren't even logically strung together. Missions will just abruptly end with a box of text telling you what is happening. Here's the old man tied up, then it says, Rexus owes you his life. Great, but the next scene shows him unconscious. Normally I'd be way more critical of this, but what happens next makes me forget all about it.
He's freezing. We gotta warm him up or he'll die. No problem. Here's a little trick I learned back in Kalios during the Lyme-Dixon War.
Okay.
Good idea, mate. What? I've seen this done before. He'll split open the dead beast.
Oh no.
No, he's not gonna.
And stick
No.
Rexus amongst the warm entrails. Should keep him warm for at least a day.
Right, I'll be off here vomiting.
No, that's not necessary. Just stick it in there.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, works better when they're dead.
It works better when they're... He just stuffed that old man in that dinosaur's ass. I don't know how I feel about that.
How did they come up with this? The second level is when things start to heat up. Virtually everything is destructible to a point of absurdity. Blowing up bunkers will launch their roof into the sky. Enemies are constantly screaming and yelling in pain. This is a true run-and-gun adventure that'll get your heart pumping. There's some crazy shit that happens in this
looks
game.
so
when you're shooting people or penguins, and yes, you can kill penguins and sheep, but sometimes when you kill them, they'll fly like 8,000 feet in the air to your direct location.
What?
Is this a glitch? I've never seen anything like this before. It's not just the story and cutscenes, the entire game is trying to be as insane as possible. Check this out. You got these missions where you have to escort peasants to their home, and look at the way that they follow you.
They just ragdoll.
They're just floating ragdolls.
That's funny.
The developers were just totally fucking around. There's no way anybody at Planet Moon Studios took this seriously.
No, they didn't.
All right, Act-Man, that's gotta be it. How much more silly could Armed and Dangerous possibly get?
I'm assuming with that question, very.
My dear friend, allow me the pleasure of introducing you to the greatest video game weapon of all time.
Oh, is this the land shark?
Before Sharknado, there was the shark gun. If you aren't at the very least entertained at this point, then you might be completely sane. Now, before I go
I love that. I love that. That's such a cool weapon.
any further, I want to make everyone very aware of some of the problems this game has. Armed and Dangerous is very unforgiving. If you die, restart the whole level, unless you went into a pub. Also, the bosses can mix things up a bit, but if you aren't stocked up on the right kind of ammo, you are blocked from progressing. Additionally, the actual mission objectives are way too simple. It's either get to the very end, destroy bullseye houses, or rescue peasants. In a game that has no rules, I really think they could have come up with something better. But back to the story. The Lionhearts are once again held at gunpoint by Forge's men, and Rexus uses his Jedi mind trick to try and escape.
Oh god.
Show me your papers, now!
You don't need to see our papers.
We don't need to see your papers.
Oh god.
You're,
quick! What should I say to them? I'm running out of power!
Vic, what should he say to us? He's running out of power.
Tell them they're both teapots. No Scottish miners. Look, just tell them we're not the ones they're looking for.
Wait! I can handle this.
That's funny.
You're both French.
You're both French. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's sad. That's so sad.
Now the next mission, you're on a turret and hordes of troops try to storm the castle walls. It's crazy, simple fun at its best.
Okay.
And you see the army in the background? You can even launch missiles at them and watch them fly around like rag dolls.
Oh, cool.
And in these defense missions, you're defending a village, but you can just turn around and fucking blast their buildings and see all the peasants' bodies fly over the wall. And there's no consequence. So we meet King Forge, and it seems his torturers aren't having any luck extracting info.
Has the peasant spoken yet?
Not yet, sire.
What torture have you performed on him?
Well, all right. We started off by removing that guy's tongue, right? But he still hasn't said a word.
And what's going on with the other one?
Okay, so that guy, we took off his head, and we replaced it with this large cauliflower that Bruno had, but he hasn't spoken either.
Good lord.
We should probably do it.
He's new.
So he goes to talk to his son, Prince Stig, about his destiny and their plans.
You'll be a great leader one day, my son. Are these your pills?
Pills here!
You're only supposed to take one a day, not the entire bottle. Anyway, yes, indeed, you'll be a great leader. For it was so ordained 25 years ago when the Knights of Lodor, upon arriving at the great Oracle of Jorfi, saw the great Kinderwook spirit one early morning, announcing your coming.
Aren't you glad you clicked on this video? Okay,
yeah.
So you probably think Stig is an idiot just for comedy, but if you turn to page 4 of the manual, it'll tell you that
the Forges were cursed hundreds of years ago so that one generation would be led by an evil genius and the next led by a good-natured dolt. That's why Stig is an idiot and Forges is a genius. Thank goodness there was a way to explain this without taking 30 seconds. Armed and dangerous lore vids are the hot new thing on this channel. Yes.
So, our heroes make their way to the Midden Mountains on their path to find the Lady in the Pond. But in order to get through the mountains, they need the help of this sad man.
Oh no.
Who begs them to rescue the sacred lamb.
You don't happen to know a way around this landslide, do you?
Oh, please! Save him! Bring back my sacred lamb of Midden!
Okay.
Just bring back the sacred lamb and remove this pall of depression we have all lived with for so long.
Winker.
You may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like. So we make our way through the mountains, trying not to die, and please God, give me a health pack. Oh, fuck. Eventually the Lionhearts reach the sacred lamb, and Jones is defusing the bomb when...
We'll have you out of there in no... Duck!
Oh no.
Expert touch, Jones. Oi, stop laughing.
Out of ideas, the Lionhearts disguise Rexus as the sacred lamb.
Oh no.
Rexus.
Yes, nice and comfortable here, actually.
Rome, you're a sick man.
Oh! 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 Is my little lambkins all right?
Alright, so I want to point out just how many mistakes were made in the cutscenes. Like how almost every villager has the exact same face with the god-awful teeth, or how the character's shadows stop moving right here, the voices cut out here before the robot is finished speaking.
Why? Yes, keep back!
In this scene, the characters are clearly just walking in place, but I think that's part of what makes the story so entertaining. It's got great writing with phenomenal voice acting, but awful presentation.
It's one of the. It seems like it's one of those things where it's so bad, it's good. It's like it's kind of like the same reaction to movies like Dungeons and Dragons with Jeremy Irons. The acting and the presentation is so bad, but you just hate to love it. Especially with Jeremy Irons playing the evil wizard. You know, that Jeremy Irons role. So yeah, I think to an extent, I mean, looking at the game itself, it's one of those games that is I mean, presentation wise, it's bad, but comedy helps it. And honestly, it's one of those games that looks like it would be fun and just, a great time to make fun of as well as to enjoy.
It all blends together for an incredibly unique dose of comedy.
Yeah.
Just watch him, okay? What about you? Remember the old adage, attack when they're least expecting it? Yeah? Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
And then we meet Elvis. Yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns here.
Oh, God.
He prophesizes that the Lionhearts are meant to go to the sacred land of Jerosa to decide the fate of everyone. Along the way, the group meets Lily, a girl who is also part of the prophecy. Forge sends his armies to Dick Turpin Village, where our heroes currently are.
Today's battle will be a great one. And if you are to die on the battlefield, your memory will live on.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. What the bloody hell are you on about?
What battle?
Why, the king's forces, they're preparing to sack our village.
When
Okay.
are they supposed to be here?
Dawn.
So you got a
I
penguin.
like how any sense of tension and drama is cut short immediately by a penguin screaming like a chicken.
Yeah.
So the Lionhearts need to plan their defense. A lady suggests,
Excuse me, sir. We do have the shrub patrol. They're the village gardening robots.
We are here to serve you, sir.
Okay.
We are here to
Look, the
serve
enemy's
you, sir.
approaching. What do you suggest?
Yes. We can plant a hedgerow.
Ah, hedgerow?
Yes, with some myrtle and maybe a row of geraniums.
well, that's not gonna work, so Rome suggests Rexus do something. He fiddles around and then...
We're not programmed for that kind of...
Oh, shit.
Okay, soldiers, let's move out.
Good. You defend the...
I'm sorry, civilian, I can't talk now. We have a crisis here.
They become a group of deadly soldiers, the Shrub Patrol. I love these guys. We get another defense mission after this, more difficult than the last, and then we get a new tool.
Henry would like you to have this. He made it when he was a young man.
About
Okay.
14 million years ago.
This is also the best jetpack in any game I've played.
That looks
You
cool.
can jump 80 stories in the air in an instant and control your descent with the A button. You also get
Okay.
the Vindaloo launcher, which locks onto literally anything and destroys it. This is where the game gets really fun. It's so satisfying flying hundreds of feet in the air, raining bullets down as tons of bad guys run around shooting at you. And I thought I'd mention, Armed and Dangerous is a brisk 3 to 4 hour game.
Really?
With 1 hour being strictly cutscenes.
So it's just...
At the very
so hold on.
least,
So it's a 2-hour game, but with like an hour worth of cutscenes. Okay.
the game knows how long it should be. The gang meets up with the Shrub Patrol in the trenches, and the parody levels are off the charts.
Heads up, man. We got trouble.
But oh no! A
Oh,
lone
no.
child sits on the battlefield crying.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, the Shrub Patrol is
They
here,
just...
and they...
Oh no.
Keep away from that flower, civilian. Get it.
They just leave the kid.
What the? Oh, bloody! Cover me!
The bagpipes. That is so good.
Can I just say, I love the bagpipes in this.
Yeah.
So most of the humor does land in the game, but some moments are kind of cringe. I think why it works so well is because it's clever.
Yeah.
The jokes are fast, numerous, and the humor is never forced.
Oh, at this angle, it'll get more sun. Yes, but the ground has more moisture over here. This is a war we're going to win. Death to the Saladators. Aha! Death to the Saladators!
Right. Point taken.
Armed and Dangerous does a great job of subverting expectations. Sorry, Ryan Johnson. For example, when the Lionhearts arrive to meet the Lady of the Pond,
Okay.
it's a moment that is part of the prophecy.
Well, what now?
Patience! She will appear when she's ready.
What does that mean? When she's had her hair done after her gills have been waxed?
You expect some kind of huge revelation or important exposition. Maybe the story will start to get a little serious and...
Oh! Oh shit!
What? Well, what did he just do?
Well, Rex, put it this way. Your beloved Lady of the Pond is now lying face down in the water with some major head trauma.
It was a bleeding accident.
He killed the lady in the pond.
Hello, nice to meet you.
What?
We're here for the, great accused of,
You? You threw a rock at me?
No, I didn't. You tripped as you were coming out
The
of the
Cockney
pond.
accents.
Pond? What was I doing in the pond?
Why, you live there. You are Zembeline, the great lady of the pond.
Ha! What a bunch of rubbish. Now go and play your pathetic D&D games elsewhere.
You've been in that pond for over 2,000 years. Jonesy, you idiot!
Well, then she should at least know how to dodge skipping rocks.
You see, unlike
Good
most
Lord.
stories in video games, Armed and Dangerous is made with the sole intent of making you laugh. Our
It
heroes
is.
make it just outside the Wildwood Abbey, where the Book of Rule resides. And here, things get a little emotional.
Here, Rexus. I never really thanked you for getting us into this wood. I want you to have this. It's a wrist locator. Activate it, and I'll be able to find you wherever you are.
Gosh.
Oh, man.
I've never been given anything like this before.
Well, you know, it's just in case.
Thanks, Romy.
It doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
Actually, it does.
What?
What?
It does mean you're engaged. In the small print of the Early Doors Wrist Locator Handbook, it says
Oh,
that
God.
if you give a set to another person, you are, from that moment on...
Let me look at that.
that you are engaged.
Right?
Right, give it back.
But you
Yeah.
gave it to...
Give me the bloody thing now!
Just takes it back.
No, give me... Right, now, cue.
Just toss. Lord. Oh, man.
Throw me over that wall.
Anyways,
Okay.
they come to Zitwala, a village filled with lepers and...
Oh, no.
Hey, sir, can you kick this ball with me? All my brothers and sisters are no longer with us.
Sure
Oh,
I can,
no.
mate. And you can call me Rome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roman. I'll be goalie. Here I am.
Oh, no.
Mr. Roman. Go for the goal!
Oh!
He just kicked that kid's head off. So they find Lily, who reads the...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, let's just move on.
book, which says they need to take her to Jerosa.
So we have to take her to Jerosa?
And Jonesy said unto the others, so we have to take her to Jerosa. For he was rather dim-witted and didn't quite understand what everyone else had already deduced.
Bastard!
And Jonesy spewed profanities at the book.
Oh, hold on. I just realized where I was like kind of wondering, have I heard this voice before? I'm looking it up. So it just dawned on me that Thea White. So Thea White was the voice for Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it's the same person, I believe. Either way, oh my gosh. R.I.P. Thea White.
Such were the size of his tiny testicles.
Oh, God.
They should call it the Book of Truth.
So at last, we arrive at the game's final mission, One Last Defense. And it is epic. Even the Shrub Patrol flies in to assist us.
Okay.
And after we repel the invaders, after a long journey, Lily reads from the book and unleashes its power to restore the land and defeat the king's men. Rome gives a little speech.
That was pretty bloody incredible. You okay?
Yeah.
I think so.
But sometimes, fate does hand you the right cards. Sometimes things do go well for the downtrodden. And sometimes a band of misfits can pull off the perfect ice, conquer an entire king's army, and truly gain the love and respect of the people. Although this last one is pretty bloody rare.
That's cool.
At the end of it all, I'm honestly so thankful that Armed and Dangerous exists, and I was lucky enough to know about it as a kid. It has one of the most unique and entertaining stories the video game industry has to offer. Whether or not it's a good or bad thing, I'll leave that to you.
Okay.
I guarantee you have not played anything like this. Sure, Armed and Dangerous may have terrible animation. Yeah, it's pretty short, and the gameplay is decent at best.
Yeah.
But its cast of characters, story, and humor resonates so strongly with me. What really gets to me is how strong of a connection I feel with the Lionhearts in such a short amount of time. I mean, these guys are classic. Their chemistry is invigorating, and don't even get me started on the Shrub Patrol. If they're beating Armed and Dangerous, I can't help but feel how amazing this concept and idea would be as a movie, or if it got a spiritual successor. Someone should revive these characters, the setting and comedy that is so timeless, but refine it in a way that is more presentable. There's just something magical about it. I want to see more stories, adventures, and comedy from the Lionhearts. As silly as it sounds, I hope I'm able to bring more joy and laughter in the world by telling people about this game. For the last 15 years, every time I thought of Armed and Dangerous, I would ask myself 2 questions. How does this game exist, and why do so few people know about it? At the very least, I hope some of you check the game out. Breathe some life into this forgotten gem, because it truly is the funniest game nobody ever played.
Then they sang, save the last pint for me, boys. Save the last pint for me. I'll be home with a book of rules, so you save the last pint for me. Oh, save the last pint for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Save the last pint for me. I'll be home with a book of rules, so you save the last pint. Oh, save the last pint.
What are they wearing? Okay, so that was the Act Man talking about the funniest game nobody's ever played. I'll leave a link in the description down below for the original video if you guys want to check it out. But I asked you guys if you guys can, if you have anything you would like to comment on or any critiques, leave it in the comments down below. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I'll see you guys next video.